Hey everybody, it's Thursday. You know what that means? Farm Share Day. So we got another unboxing coming at you. And you know, I gotta say, one of the things that I really love about farm shares is that they really highlight, from a food perspective, the best of whatever region you're in. And I think that's really fun, even for somebody like me who was born and raised in the Pacific Northwest. You know, I know the produce. I know what is good in this state. I know what's good in this region. For instance, the cherries that are grown in this area, there are none better. That's just how that works. Just so you know, if you don't get cherries from the Pacific Northwest, you're not getting the best, because they really are wonderful. But I think it's really fun, and you learn a lot of things, like for instance, in Arizona, when we had our farm share down there, like the sorts of things that we would get in our every week in our share was stuff that I'd never heard of, never used, didn't have any idea what to do with it. But it's good, because then that gives us an opportunity to experiment and try new things, and especially for someone like me, I have to admit, who is not so great about eating the fruits and vegetables at times. I'm better now, partly because of my whole farm share thing. But if you're like me and you weren't in, the fruits and vegetables just aren't a part of your daily life, getting a farm share is so great, because it pretty much forces you to add those vegetables and fruits to your diet, and it's great. And it's that we all should do that anyway, because, you know, healthy eating, blah blah blah. Anyway, so what's in the box this week? Well, the first thing that I grabbed is blueberries. This is wonderful. Last week, my husband made me a gluten-free lemon and blueberry tea cake. I have to say, it was so amazingly delicious, just like the best thing ever. And also, BT Dubs, he used essential oils in the cake, and they were really good. So that's another way that you can use oils. Haha. But I told him, I said, I think we're getting some blueberries this week, which means, yeah, you're going to be making me another cake. And he said, okay. So, yay, another cake coming at me. I might tell him to do it a little bit differently, not necessarily do it lemon. Maybe go almond. I do love almond. So maybe I'll tell him to do that. So another thing we have here is, this is a salad mix, which is great. It's all like more, it's lettuce, well, it's greens anyway, but it's more like the fancy stuff. I can see there's some spinach in here and some other stuff that I'm not entirely sure what it's called, but I know that it's good. So this is wonderful, because actually, now that I think about it, I don't have anything for lunch today, so guess what? I'm having a salad. Yay! Okay, so here's one that I think is really funny, and I'm gonna eat the crap out of this. Broccoli. So as a child, my mother went through a phase where she loved broccoli, and she was eating it like nonstop, right? And I was like, ew, broccoli, ugh. So fast forward probably 15, maybe even 20 years. Well, maybe not 20, but definitely about 15, and I can't get enough broccoli. I love it. It's so good. I do it a little bit differently than she did, but it is really tasty, and it's so good for you. So this is fun. I love that this is in here, because I'll definitely use this week. And I'm still here. How do you like my map? Isn't that pretty? Whew, I love these things. Rainbow carrots. And again, last week I got the those purple carrots, and they were really good. I had them in a salad, tasty. But who knew that carrots came in different colors? Like I always thought carrots were carrots. They were orange. Guess I was wrong about that. Oddly enough, I tried to give some of the purple carrots to my dogs, because they like fruits and vegetables. Usually, they wouldn't eat them. I thought it was weird. But they're a little weird. So let's see what else we have. Okay, so spring onions with some other stuff hooked onto them. Spring onions, yay! These are good. You can use the stalks too. They're like green onions, but these are like onions. You can use them like onions. I think spring onions, they use them for, it'd be really good for like a stir fry, something in the wok. That would be really tasty. Maybe even for like a soup, like a broth or something. These would probably be really a good choice for that. As far as I'm concerned, an onion's an onion. I'll use it regardless. I love onions. I use them all the time. So we don't have any garlic scapes this week, like we have been having, which those garlic scapes is the stalk of the garlic as it's growing. But this week, the thing that we do have is fresh garlic. Yay! This is wonderful too because, well, we use garlic in everything. I don't know why people don't like it. I know they don't like to smell like it, but frankly, if you smell like garlic, I'll probably sit next to you because I like how it smells. So there's that. So I know the husband will be very excited about this because he likes to use fresh garlic, and so we'll be able to probably keep these a little bit better. One way to keep garlic, you can peel these all off and get the little cloves out, and you can put them in a jar with some olive oil and put them in your fridge, and they'll stay like that. So you don't have to do anything else, and they won't go bad as quickly. They will eventually, but you know, it takes quite a long time because that's how I usually do it. So, yay garlic! And I think that about wraps up this week's farm share. But again, you know, farm share is really great. If you haven't gotten one, if you don't even know if there's one in your area, you should really look into it. I believe, well, there's a website, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I have posted it before, but I don't remember what it was. But Google, you know, farm share or CSA near me, and you should be able to find some sort of site that should direct you to what's in your area. So really check it out. Totally worth the money, and in the long run you'll end up, I think you'll end up saving money because you use what's in the box. So like you can plan your meals out for the week by, you know, what you have in that box. And I think it actually is really helpful, especially if you have a large family and meal planning is like super absolutely important. I like meal planning just because it saves me time. Even though there's only 2 of us, it does save me a lot of time. So yeah, check them out. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on Flip.